Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Tyler Scott from his end zone. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, but contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though
into space. And he will go all the way. Ogunze. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. It's up and through. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Play action. Here's Daniels. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Montez Sweat that time fights his way in to record the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Third and long, and here's Daniel. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Roschon Johnson. Room to run at the 30. Room up the sideline at the 45. And they will finally run him down up near midfield.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now Williams. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. On his 1st down, it's Johnson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out on top, 14-0. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Williams now to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Ready from the gun. It's Daniels. That one's to the sideline complete. Nice grab as he stays in bounds. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Pass is caught by DJ Moore. And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Here's a 2nd and 12.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. A throw right side is intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible, and sometimes it's vital.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. Oh, and once again, the pressure too intense. They get him down again.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a 1st down, but a really solid pickup, and it brings us to 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Williams. And this throw batted away and incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. So we hit halftime along the lakefront here in Chicago, and the Bears are on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The motion man here is McClure. They'll go play action here with Daniel. Right side, catch made by McClure. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. On play action, Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. At 3, third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Second down and 3. To throw, it's Williams. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They will run it over center with Swift. The speed on display. He's in. DeAndre Swift. If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job. Return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be stuck at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical, and that's a great example why. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
A 2nd down throw for Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. 3rd down. 3 to go. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Green Bay first down. They'll run with Jacobs. He'll push forward for about a yard. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Love. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He'll tuck it and take off.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Here's Love. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. First carry here for Kyron Williams. He's inside the 35. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. On 2nd down, Love. That one on target to Watson. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Stafford unloads downfield looking for Nakua.
They air it out like that on these big shots downfield. They're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
To throw on 2nd down, Stafford. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. We are through one. It's the Packers on top. We're back in Southern California in a moment. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Cup in motion. Stafford now on third down. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the Rams first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the ball, first down.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. On first down, right back to Williams. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll go again with Williams. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A gain there of 13 yards. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll go down back at the 4.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
A knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying that we say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now Love. In trouble, and down he goes. The first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Here's Love. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Now Love. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Throwing is Love. Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Lake. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Hardy now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Rams have broken the deadline. They move up to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Nixon on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First and 10. To throw is Love. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. Love to throw. He's going to air this one out. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Pick off by the rookie out of Miami.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First down, Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
On the give, it's Williams. And he nearly got the first down there. He'll give him 9 yards, but setting up a very manageable 3rd and 1. He'll try to run for it with Williams. So we have reached halftime. These two teams separated by a touchdown. As we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Big 20. Like 7. And middle.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He gets this to the veteran tight end, Higbee. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On the carry, it's Williams. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. They are going for it. Stafford. That's taken in.
All right, so think back to earlier in this game. The coach decides to be aggressive. He's successful on 4th down. He decides to do it again. This time, the defense has other ideas and comes up with a huge 4th down stop.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That's Dobbs open left side.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. The middle with Jacobs. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Left side there, but it is incomplete.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. And anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
Taking off.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the 1st down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL. Like, you want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
They'll go for it. Love. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. And he'll take it on in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Packers. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. McManus on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, Stafford taking the deep shot here with Robinson.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good. 12 yards. First down.
A first down throw for Stafford. Huff brings it in left side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They run over center with Williams. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. It's complete. He's got Cup. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford now to throw on first down. That'll be taken in. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
He was brought down at the 15-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The motion man is Nakua. To the 5-yard line.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now
A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. Trying to find an opening, but too good in the middle from the defense. They stop this up, and now it is 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Blake Corum. Touchdown, L.A. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. This one on target, it's Dobbs. He's close to a first down. A gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught by Dillon. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs. And just as importantly, stop the clock.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Second and long. From the gun, it's Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Big play coming up for the Pack as they're going to go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Love to throw.
Mike, this is the right call. I know it didn't necessarily work out for them in this case, but with this little amount of time left, try to end the game in regulation. Don't force this thing to overtime. They get that 2-point play. Barring a miracle, they win. They end up coming up short, but I still think it's the right play. With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens. But we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. They tried the same thing and a similar result. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Here comes 4th down.
Well, maybe he's counting a little bit, Mike, on this defense being in pass mode, and maybe you can catch him off guard with the run call. In this case, the defense was ready for all of it. They hold them to no gain. They're going to have to bring out the punt team.
And this is as good as you can possibly get. It's out of bounds, and it's marked right at the 1-yard line. Well done. Here is 1st and 10. Here's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. They take complete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
Now, a big third down. Here we go. One final play. Again, working deep downfield. He works free, right side. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.
Unbelievable. Mike, I'm not even really sure what to say. This far from the end zone, you know the ball's going to be thrown short. You've got to spread the field, rally tackle, get the ball carrier to the ground, and the game is over. But they keep it alive. Somehow, some way, they find the end zone. Last play of the game, walk-off touchdown.
So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody. The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Here's the veteran Greg Zuerlein as we are ready to start. And off we go from Tampa. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Baker to begin with a pass. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays.
Second and 18 at the 17-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now, a give to Davis. He'll have a Jets 1st down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They're going to go, and it's Hall.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. It wasn't a whole lot fancy. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mayfield. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
That's caught. It's Evans. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation.
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. A tight end in motion now. The master of play action, Rodgers. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shop.
He gets free. Still going. And he will score. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Jets. Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Irving now on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Baker gonna give it to Irving. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Tampa after this. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Mayfield. Time will run out on him as he's taken down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Open man, left side, he's got it. And out of bounds it goes, just shy of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Baker. Trying to make a play out of the pocket, couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick. I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs. The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. A give. This is Irving. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. On 2nd down, Baker. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's 3rd and 7. Mayfield to throw. Going up top for Evans. That's caught. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to...
He's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. McLaughlin now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bucs will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Panay Wanwu now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A first down throw from Rodgers. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second at 5. Gets made right side by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Rodgers going up top again. They'll set up the screen to Hall. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now there's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Jets are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll put a receiver in motion right. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They motion a receiver right. He's got room to roam. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. They'll run. It's Hall. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's second and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit. And now it is third and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
To the goal line and in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Irving. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. To the outside, catch made by Evans. They face second down and 7. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. And he thought about throwing it away, but he can't get rid of it, and that's going to go down as a sack.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Irving. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Here's Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Baker to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to tie things up here in the 4th. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. evens the score here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? First and 10. They give to Hall. Room up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return is Sean Tucker. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll go right and find his running back.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run it. It's Irving. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. It's first down, and it's Hall. He is met and dropped. Good defense, loss of a couple on that play.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Hall. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. On the handoff, it's Davis. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry. So now, big spot for the veteran Greg Zuerlein. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
And Zuerlein comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. On the return, here comes Tucker. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're underway from Kansas City. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Flush down now to his left. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and of course, is the throwaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. Complete Derrick Henry. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs have an early opportunity. That's an interception on the game's first series. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Shotgun handoff to Piron. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Piron. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him only 3, and that brings up 4th down and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
4th down, here's Jackson. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. They're set up at the 35 now. 1st down, here's Lamar. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. Hits the 20. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Working quickly here. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Pacheco has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs hold a slim 2-point lead early. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back at the beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Taken in by Likely. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's on the move. It's another 1st down mistake. He's intercepted again. Justin Reed has the INT.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Straight ahead they go with Piron. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Into a crowd, and the defender comes up with it. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens take possession of the football. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Now it's brought in inside the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Puts some power on a deep one left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes. They'll get it to Rashee Rice. Complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's Pacheco on 3rd. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone to the line. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
1st down throw for Jackson. Finding Flowers. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. 2nd and 8. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop. Now Jackson on third down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chiefs get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You pick on a guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3- or 4-point club. When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Hardy on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. They're now set for first and 10. From the gun, Jackson escapes the pocket. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Those edge rushers, we marvel at their 40 times when they're in spandex at the combine, but it's another thing in the heat of the action. Full pads to chase down these quarterbacks. What tremendous athleticism as he chased him down and he buried him.
Catch is made down the right sideline. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Mahomes. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. To the air, Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. And that will not be enough for a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Mahomes. Oh, brother, it's another inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Here's 2nd and 11. Buys time, rolling right. That's taken in by Henry. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Before that play clock can reach 0, John Harbaugh signals for a timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call. Here's Lamar. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Right offense, keep pushing the ball downfield.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Give him 32 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They want to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
1st down throw, Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd down run by Pacheco. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. It's Pacheco again. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. So we're through 3 here. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable.
Score, Ravens 28, Chiefs 17.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Working quickly here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has it in close. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the 6. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Mahomes to throw for it. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Escapes out to the left. The ball is out. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now it's Lamar. Complete out to the right. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Lamar. Getting out to his left. He's running with it. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
This is Henry on 2nd. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Rolling left by. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Ravens up by 11. Jordan Stout headed out to punt it away on 4th. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. So that brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw Mahomes. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go defense! Let's go defense! Let's go defense!
First and 10 from the 41. Henry running to the left. It goes as a gain of 19 yards.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Minneapolis. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll get about 2 from the interior, Harrison Phillips. There for the tackle. Third down, 3 to go. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will go all the way. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems, Mike, the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's got his receiver, it's Jones. 13 yards on the catch there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On first down, here's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. To the air once more is McCarthy. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's going to run it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. First down, and they stick with Gibbs. Space to run inside the 20. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Here's Gibbs. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike. I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? Third and goal coming up. Now, Goff. That's hauled in at the 2. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard now?
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jared Goff. Touchdown, Lions. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's first and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And the Lions have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And he will score. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well-set-up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Into space at the 45. Now he's free at the 35. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichert good with the extra point. And the Vikings get back in it. It is 21-7. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Here's 3rd and 2. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. Gibbs with a first down and more. And he's going to take this all the way home. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Bates, good with the extra point. And the Lions add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. This one is intercepted by Carlton Davis. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it early.